skins are boring me, dumbass supremacist bastards, always blaming others for their inadequacies. Butcher them, Cash. Cut them up, beat them down, and choke the fucking life out of them.
Welcome back to Let's Play Manhunt. Seems even the director is starting to regret involving the skins in this feature. Speaking of regrettable decisions, if you look in the lower left, you'll see that we lack a radar because I'm playing this one in hardcore mode. This scene plays out pretty differently from the previous ones, so I thought I'd try it out. For starters though, I'm showing off exactly why I'm not playing the entire LP in hardcore mode, because this first room is extremely difficult. We're going to suffer dearly for the lack of a radar. I have been lucky enough to pull a single target right off the bat. Whoops.
I reckon I got you now, boy. Yes, sirree.
Luckily, he's as dumb as the brick we hit him with. While we're choking this guy out, I'll explain that these shipping containers here, they offer a lot of visual coverage for sneaking around. They also give you a lot of shadow to hide in and set up ambushes. However, this area is surprisingly small, and with the multiple enemies here, sound lures can pretty much pull the entire room.
I ain't afraid to come over there and break your bones, boy.
It can be extremely easy to get caught in a mosh here. So hopefully we just got the guy in the white shirt that we wanted.
Gonna scalp your mom and your daddy too.
That is not the guy in the white shirt.
This will be the most exciting thing I've done.
He does seem to be alone though. This is a miraculous stroke of luck. Not so much for him, though. I crush your head. And that just leaves one more guy. Now, the visual coverage offered by the shipping containers can sometimes work against you, especially when there's multiple enemies around. Because you can't really see around corners, but a group of guys on your tail, they certainly can. It can be very hard to lose them around here. But once you're down to one, this is actually an extremely easy area.
Get over here and block his escape. Christ!
This guy doesn't seem to realize he's alone. So he's going to offer us one more coat of meningeal house paint for this last shipping container.
Beautiful. You're warming up our audience nicely. Oh man, that was good. Ha ha! The gate's open. Go on, get out of here.
Now we can move right along, but the greatest reward is a job well done. Oh, and here's the exit. What are the odds he's just gonna let us through? Yeah, of course not. Fucking cock tease.
Oh, yeah. Oh, das ist gut, ja.
This shit seems content to watch porn and avoid all the action. If he won't switch it off himself, we'll have to do it for him.
To him that knocks, it shall be opened.
Well, I'm the one who knocks.
What the? How many goddamn times can a fuse blow?
So our bit of wacky mischief has paid off. And after that really rough pain in the ass room, this guy's just gonna offer himself up. One more bowl of chunky salsa coming up. Now, it's pretty much our performance thus far in the scene that determines whether or not we're going to get a 5-star. And it's gone so well, things are looking pretty good. As long as I don't fuck up a bunch and get chased around, should be pretty golden.
A crane. Well, what do you reckon, Cash?
God, silky smooth voice and killer puns. Brian Cox should be doing this by himself. But apparently we want to activate that crane. I guess to move that fridge out of the way.
You reckon it's him, huh?
Ooh, and before we can even get to the next junkyard area, we got a guy on us. We're in a pretty good spot for it.
He's over here for sure.
Now to strike.
Let me hit him! Let me!
Ah, shit, there was another guy back there. And it's off to the races.
Did I find his scrawny ass first?
Okay, we lost him.
Where'd he go, huh?
Sorta.
Where'd he go? I know you're here. I can smell the filthy mess in your pants.
Let's just split him up a little further and we should be okay. God damn it.
You're kind of dumb.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. And that's just unfortunate. What the hell happened there? Okay, so plan B.
He does right. Yeah, break it down. Yeah. Ain't no
Can't seem to lose them.
there, boy.
But this is a good place to have them because, for one thing, they're baffled by the platforming here.
Doggy. Run, doggy.
And there's ammo.
Come on, run it, boy. It's your only chance. Ha ha.
So we scored pretty low on those kills, but there's another one.
Upon him the wrath of the Lord.
Make up some points on this guy after we lose him,
Trail like a weeping whore.
if we can
Cloak
lose
of
him.
shadows is no protection from the mighty Lord.
Apparently not.
He lacks the strength to stand and face judgment.
Okay. Just barely got out of his sight.
I will track you down. Mark my words.
Now, if you follow Cash's head, he actually stares right at the hunters, which is extremely useful in hardcore mode. Oh, and a Confederate flag hockey mask. That has got to be custom made. I believe a maple leaf hockey mask, but... There we go, pay dirt. So hopefully there's not too many more guys floating around. Another blocked off gate. The way seems clear. And there's the other side of that gate. Which leads to an airplane hangar with a checkpoint and what appears to be our gas. Now to drag this all the way back.
Cover the fucking exits now.
Apparently they heard we were encumbered. Opportunist bastards. So they're all swarming around right out here. We got a boatload of ammo.
Bodies are starting to pile up nicely. We're getting some great footage. I tell you, I've seen some nasty bastards in my time, but you're a natural born boy.
Well, the director seems fond of our run and gun action. Seems he was in the mood to switch things up.
Make him scream.
That is lucky. because we didn't have too much of a choice there. Now, I'm playing this with headphones to be able to locate simply by the direction and volume of the hunters' constant blathering where they are. Because once again, no radar. I did not, however, get to play this with the PS2 USB headset, which famously came with the first SOCOM game, and later in the PS2's life cycle ruined the game Lifeline. It's very cleverly integrated into Manhunt, though. The director speaks directly into your ear when you have it hooked up. Not only that, but all the sounds that you make, they actually make sounds in-game. You've probably noticed my breathing in the commentary, and that shit would have gotten me caught many times if I'd been playing with the headset. Actually makes the game very difficult, although you can use it to lure hunters simply by shouting at them. So we got our crane, finally. Moved our fridge, and got spotted. So now that fridge is a weapon. Weapon of mass destruction, actually. We're gonna kill a lot of dudes with this fridge.
Soldiers of the right, move!
It's kind of a pain in the ass to learn how to use this fridge. I always want to hold X to magnetize it and release X to drop it. However, you just hit X to turn it on and then hit X again to turn it off. That's what lifts it up and drops it down. Sometimes when you start moving left and right, you just send that crane flying wildly and sort of lose control.
Come on, soldiers!
It's also important not to try and move forward or backwards because that just makes the crane do nothing. You can only move left and right. Once you got it mastered though, this section's actually pretty fun. It can be satisfying to get a nice slam into these guys, pin them against a wall, or drop it from a mile up. And there's one last bit of ammo floating on top of the crane itself. That scene did break things up nicely, I think, though. It's nightmarishly frustrating to die there, though. Especially because the checkpoint was the first time we saw the crane. Shitload more ammo, and the only way onward is full of more guys. Okay, I lost him, but there's no shadow over here, so we're blasting our way through again.
Son of a bitch! I got you!
Alright. Moving right along. The reason we can afford to have so few executions here is because there's just an absurd number of kills we're stacking up. So it tends to even out. Even still, we are gonna need a few more executions. What the hell's that guy up to? Oh. Okay, I guess he's back to patrol.
Job's gone south of the border.
That should allow us to grind some extra style points off of him. Now, if the T-ball execution has lost some of its impact for you, why don't you go ahead and touch your right temple while you watch this. Yeah, I bet you felt that.
Ain't one of them got the dedication to get this job.
Surely the guys downstairs noticed some skull fragments raining down on them. But it doesn't seem to have tipped them off. So careful approach. We could use maybe an execution or two on these guys. We happen to be in a good position. There's fucking guys everywhere, though.
Hey, one of you guys got my back? Gotta keep the hate simmering. Keep it energizing my soul.
Okay, it seems like just this one Jason is after us. He's well armed, but if we don't get spotted, that's not a problem.
I think I got him. Watch my back.
Okay. That was clearly not the perfect time to move. So it made a ton of noise and attracted everybody.
Cover him.
That guy was smart enough to take cover, but... So one last guy. I want to make this guy count.
Blue boy.
That's not Shadow.
Come on. The mongrel's over here.
That's Shadow.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Picked up a beer bottle along the way.
Lost him.
And that exaggerated gesture of frustration got us an extra level of execution.
I knew you'd be a natural.
Very nice. So we can see another crane lies in our way. Surely they wouldn't have us do that minigame twice. Yeah, they would. And we're immediately spotted again. That's not even fair. We can't even get him up there. I'm trying to make these cheating bastards pay. But they're not making it easy. It's possible to get a one-hit kill on these guys. But, doesn't seem to be a lot of good ways to do it. That clothesline, though, is pretty nice.
Help me take this sinful creature down.
This guy's already taken 2 fridge hits. The third one put him down for good, though. But of course, more inbound. We're already below half health. Okay, that could have gone a lot better. But all that matters is that we survive, because there's painkillers everywhere. Oh yeah, now the fridge is weightless. So all the way back to the beginning of the stage, where the exit is finally open and guarded. So, I'm pretty sure we're good on time, but I don't like our style. Feel better if we could get one more execution so I could convince myself we didn't waste all this time. Go through all the effort of playing this on hardcore. But he's not coming. So, tried and true. Make him do his best Hellraiser impression. Haha, we did it. 5 stars, well earned. I decided to show that off for this scene because when I took the slow, methodical approach for this one, I ended up with a 40-minute time without having died once. So clearly, with all the ammo and all the health pickups in this scene, this is the way it was intended to be done, and it's by far the most visually interesting way to show it off. I may show off 5-star worthy gameplay on a typical stealth scene later on, if I can find a way to integrate it into the LP or maybe as a bonus video. But for now, that's what it looks like, occasionally. A lot of people hate the run and gun type gameplay in Manhunt. I've never had too much of a problem with it, but the nail gun is so shitty, it really is kind of a chore in this particular scene. Still though, worth it to have put down 29 of those intolerably intolerant skins, which is more than we killed of all of the hoods combined. And we've been dragged out of that bland, uninteresting junkyard. So next time we'll be seeing a new and exciting place. Hope you'll join me.